Warning! This podcast contains spoilers. What's up, everyone, and welcome to the ASOTV podcast for Sleepy Hollow Season 2, Episode 12, Paradise Lost. I'm your host, Dom. With me, my co-host, Clio.
Hello.
And my co-hosts, Pat and Michelle.
Hello.
Michelle is playing with fire.
Oh.
I was.
Yeah. So, how was your guys' New Year?
Good.
Yeah,
Too short.
Too short. You guys do anything fun?
We went to our friend Don's for New Year's Eve. New Year's Day, we were trying to do a movie marathon, and that didn't happen, so we went to sushi.
Excellent. Cleo, anything fun?
I went bowling.
You went bowling? Did you
Yeah.
get a strike?
I got a lot of strikes.
A lot of strikes.
Like
Cosmic
rare.
bowling? Cosmic bowling?
Yeah.
I always get my strikes right down the gutter.
Oh, it's the best place to get a strike.
Yeah. Yep. Every time. Nail it.
It just bounces right out.
Yeah.
That's why I do bumper bowling.
Or you could do duck pin bowling, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I never knew why they called it duck pins, but that's
They're
neither
made
here
up-
nor there. What?
They're made out of duck.
Oh, clearly. Clearly. So,
Spoiler.
our first episode of Sleepy Hollow, back from the mid-season break.
Yes.
What did you guys think?
Good.
It's very good.
I think it was a good start.
It still leaves me more questions, and goddamn it, them bastards giving us 2
That's
weeks.
the point.
Oh, yeah.
There's,
Well, yeah, the 2 weeks is kind of sucky.
the show is giving us more questions than I ever had watching Lost.
Really?
Really?
That's a feat.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the mid-season opener is better than the season opener.
Yeah, it really was. It
I agree.
Really was. I mean, the episode starts off where Team Witness wake up actual minutes after Henry betrays Moloch. But they find absolutely no trace of Henry whatsoever. Where do you guys think he went?
I don't know.
Me and Pat were discussing that.
Yeah, that was actually a discussion I had with Michelle earlier today. I think he just kind of went off.
I think he maybe went after something. I don't know what.
No,
I just think he might have some unfinished business somewhere.
I think he kind of just went into the woods.
Oh, okay.
Go find himself.
Well, to figure out what he can do now. It's like, look,
That's what you
my parents,
He
my
still
parents are still accepting me. Mala tried to kill me.
Mhm.
I just killed the only leader I had. What the hell am I doing from here?
Yeah, that's a good point. I have absolutely no clue where he could have gone. Like, we don't know his intentions. We kind of have a little feeling behind his motivation. Like, we knew why he betrayed Moloch, but in terms of how he actually feels toward Henry, and I mean he is Henry. Katrina and Crane, we still don't really know. Like, deep down, he's got love for them.
I bet he doesn't even know, which is
Yeah.
why he fled.
off doing something.
He's gotta go. He's gotta go find himself. Right?
I don't know. And maybe there's a chance that since there was a jail break from purgatory,
Mm-hmm.
that there could have been some consequence to that, and Henry's trapped in purgatory.
I kind of had an inkling that he could be there. Because I was saying that to Pat earlier, and he goes, "Why?" I'm like, you never. Because I was thinking maybe he had something unfinished to solve, or within himself. So he decided to go back when the portal, or when it's open, and all of them escaped. He went back in or something. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Indeed. So we go. We get an instant flashback to about 6 weeks later. Right. Why?
Flash forward.
Yeah. Why so long of a flash forward here?
I think it's to hint the fact that there's still, they assume that something's going to be going on. Something has to go wrong. and Ichabod going crazy over it because right now his marriage is in shambles.
It is, and he's looking for signs in like every little thing. They go to the farmer's market, and he's literally looking for signs of the plague on grapples.
Well,
no, those are just apples.
Well, it's because he's a soldier. What? Let's think of it that way. He died essentially as a soldier. So all his mindset is, what's my next task? And if he had nothing going on, then he's got to face reality of he's a 250-plus-year-old man living in a world that he doesn't understand at all. And now he's got to actually find a real job, figure out shit between his wife. There's so much crap going on that he doesn't want to deal with. I mean, he's like, nope, I hope
I have to go home and talk to my wife.
I mean,
he was be a witness because I don't want to deal with this shit.
He was born 250 whatever years ago, but he's not actually that old. No. It's like he was.
Well, in his mindset,
he's resurrected. But yeah, he's got a time gap. More than he's been alive that long. He's got a time gap. Katrina, however, is in fact that old because she's been trapped. I mean, she's in purgatory. Is that technically alive or is she dead? But she was conscious and awareness.
Yeah, she was conscious.
Yeah. So, but I think the 6-week break may have also been because we legit had a 6-week break. So, the last episode we did was about 6 weeks ago. So.
I just have a slight problem believing that the demons were able to lay low for that long. Also, having an angel flying around for 6 weeks.
Yeah. You figured there'd be some kind of reports.
Maybe it's like then the next episode they're going to go back. Like, they show 6 weeks forward, but then they're going to show how they got to this point.
Oh, so we're really going to lost up this show now. We're just going to keep going flashbacks.
The thing about that is nothing interesting happened to Team Witness. They said that themselves.
Right.
So if we get flashbacks, I hope it's Orion's flashbacks.
Yes.
That's what I mean, or the reason for the jailbreak, or
or what Henry's been doing.
Exactly.
Right.
Like there's all these questions that could be answered in a flashback.
I mean, we have that whole purgatory jailbreak, but we don't know exactly what triggered it. Like, is it just the fact that Moloch died? It seems like there's more to it than that.
Exactly.
Yeah, there has to be.
This set up for a story, a backwards story.
Because even if Moloch's dead, you don't just... Like, Moloch wasn't what was keeping everyone in purgatory. Moloch was just in charge of, like, making purgatory hell, basically.
Right.
They said there was a temporary rift.
Yeah.
That let them
maybe out. Because he was still coming...
Because he was coming through the port. So since he wasn't completely in, but he was like partially in, I think that's what caused it. And then it closed up right afterward.
Yeah. So you mentioned the angels. We met Orion, right?
Yeah.
Do you think this is a good introduction to meet the angels?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? I mean...
I'm so excited for Angels and Demons. Like, I saw the trailer, like, the little...
That movie's, like, 5 or 6 years old, at least.
I've actually never seen Angels and Demons. Because I didn't like the Da Vinci Code that much.
I never read or saw, so...
Oh, I love both books.
They were good. But anyway.
No, I liked the book, but I didn't like the movie.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry for sidetracking you.
No, it's okay.
I could not make that reference.
I watched the preview for this episode. I was like, Angels and Demons? Yes.
I know. I think that's the bet. Like, it's a epic. It's a great battle. It's used for centuries. It'll be great.
And I was like, hold on. Is this angels, or is this like supernatural angels where the angels are dicks?
Yeah, because
one's kind of a dick.
He's a dick.
He is.
Orion's dick.
But we don't know if this is how all the angels are portrayed, and like, we've seen that in other shows too. Like you mentioned, Supernatural, and without going too much into those, there's angels that have their own agenda. They're in it for themselves. They're dicks, whatever. But then you have, angels like Castiel, who, they're loving, caring, kind, and trying to save humanity. So
another one to add
there's a
into
variety
that.
there. So Orion is clearly the destructive kind here.
Yeah, I got another one to add into Dick's. There's one from Constantine.
Yeah.
The Fallen.
Yep.
Yeah. But let's not get sidetracked.
I mean, and then there's Angel himself from Buffy, you know?
And then I don't know if anybody. Yeah. Well, he's a vampire. That doesn't count.
It's okay.
Still in the
Angel.
same
I don't know if any of you have watched Legion.
Yes.
No, I have not.
Legion's really good.
Yeah.
Did they cancel that?
I think they did.
Ah, that's so disappointing because it was good. Anyway, I was gonna say something else.
Orion.
Oh yeah, but Orion seems to be the black sheep. 'Cause
Yeah.
He broke ranks. He descended. So
Well, here's my other point to
he's
that.
probably not like the other angels.
There's got to be a
To
reason.
kind of go along with what I was saying with Constantine, he had black wings. Did anybody notice that?
Yep.
Angels with black wings are usually the bad ones.
Yep. Dark.
Yeah, as soon as I saw him, I'm like, why does he have black wings?
Yeah.
That was the first thing that I thought of when he flew in.
Symbolism for falling.
I mean, it wasn't the first thing I thought of, but I was like, yeah, he's got dark wings. Maybe that's just this kind of angel thing. I don't know. But
that's not a fashion craze. He's messed up.
I really like Orion.
I do too, though.
I really like him.
He's pretty awesome.
And I was joking
He's
while
pretty
the
awesome.
episode was going on. I'm like, ooh, Abby's got herself an angel boyfriend.
Yeah, that's not happening. But they
You don't know
mentioned
that.
I'm pretty much gonna guarantee it. But like they had mentioned Orion was, you know, at all these other events. Pompeii they mentioned.
Yep.
I don't know, a couple other ones I can't remember.
Egypt. They mentioned Egypt with the firstborn and all that.
Oh yeah. And
I was like, ooh, going real back.
so the question came to be whether or not he was trying to prevent them or if he was trying to cause them, and it
Exactly.
seems like he's trying to cause them.
Well, because the way it came across to me is that he desperately wants to save humanity from itself. So he's not bad. He just is, like Abby said, a zealot.
He's just not intentionally trying.
And her and Orion, they like connected on the soldier level. Like there was, I don't know. I don't think that he's all bad. And
Well, his thing is he wants to cleanse it and make the earth like it was before Adam and Eve, like messed it up.
Yeah.
So in turn, in his mind, it's like, oh well, anything that has any type of sin is evil. It's black or white. There's no gray areas. There's no, oh, you could be good once in a blue moon, or you could do one messed up bad thing but still be good. It's like, nope, you're either all good or all bad. Other than that, screw you.
And these actions, that you know, this may be a characteristic personality to him, and these actions may be what caused him to go in purgatory in the first place.
Yeah, because I have a feeling that Moloch kept him in purgatory, but I think God might have sent him there.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I agree.
Probably. I could agree.
God probably sent him there.
And speaking of which, I loved, you know, Abby's like, well, I'd kill myself if I didn't ask, and she just starts blurting out questions like, heaven, you know, God, how is he, she?
He, she.
God is genderless, everyone. There we go.
But he's
Have your answer.
But what if God was one of us?
He'd be just a slob, like one of us.
The stranger,
Just a stranger as us. Trying to make his way home.
on the bus,
Sorry,
literally.
yeah, I know.
He's Alanis Morissette.
Yeah, he can fly. He would
God
not-
is Alanis Morissette.
Yeah, I know, god damn it.
He's-
Dogma.
I love that movie.
God is Buddy Christ.
Kill me. I still have to see that movie.
The movie's great. Oh my god, where have you been?
I've
Go watch it.
Oh, you
Can't
need to
believe
that. Yeah, you
Michelle, just go right now. Just go. Yep, good. Now go watch it and come back when you're done watching. We'll be
and
waiting for
watching
you.
Dogma now that I've seen the show Supernatural and seeing the angels, like especially Metatron, it makes
Why
me
does
giggle.
everybody watch Supernatural? I need to watch that
Giggle.
show.
You do. It's a great show. If you're not watching it, you're wrong.
Be careful. Supernatural is a black hole.
It is. It's very
Okay.
addictive, and it's 10 seasons long of 22 episodes apiece, and you're gonna get sucked in forever.
75% filler.
200 episodes, over 200 episodes.
Yeah, see, that's my problem.
Filler or 200 episodes?
Yes. But
season.
anyway, we learn Orion's current objective is to take out the Horsemen, right?
Mhm.
But Katrina has not quite given up on Abraham yet.
No.
Do you think she should?
No.
No.
Because
I
I
don't either.
honestly, I think it's both her and Ichabod's, like, actual... it's essentially their destiny. Not destiny, but it's like fixing what they screwed up.
Yeah.
It is her
It's their
density.
retribution.
It's her density. And I agree with Crane that Katrina's doing this out of guilt. But I also think that she's right to try.
Well, she knows deep down. Even Crane said he saw him as himself at one point too.
Yeah, but
He's
then
still
he-
there.
his
He's still
egotistical
there.
self.
Yeah, he almost backpedals on that statement later, but
Yeah.
is that just to save face in front of Abby? That statement, or do you think he really saw something in
I don't think it's a backpedal with Abby. I think it's because he's trying to prove a point with
I
Katrina.
think he really
Trying to say, like, oh, well, you're still in love with him. It's like, no, you actually wanted to do it too. You actually saw something in him. Yeah, but that's why he's backpedaling.
Well, he saw something in him when Abraham was giving that whole speech about, I'm going to be the hero and I'm going to, take my destiny and the choices that I make and blah, 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 whatever the fucking speech was actually. And he saw both Abraham's pride and his ego, but he also saw that maybe Abraham is trying to do the right thing.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. But it seems like, I don't know, like Abby and Crane just have this connection, right?
Mhm.
Other than the witness thing, like they have, I'm not saying a romantic connection or anything like that, but they have like this X Factor kind of connection.
Well, they connect well. They just see eye to eye a lot.
Yeah, so like that's what I'm saying. I don't know if Crane is kind of backpedaling of the statements. Maybe it's for the reason Pat said, but maybe it's also to save face for Abby. I don't know. I feel like he doesn't want to betray Abby, so he's gonna follow her even if he's not 100. Like if he's only partially in agreement with her, he's gonna say that he's in agreement with her.
He's torn with himself.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what he wants for Abraham.
Right.
And he doesn't know what Abraham deserves.
Yep.
I
And
think
then-
he thought he did at one point, but now he's like,
Yeah.
Right. And then we have Orion, who's like such an extremist, and he's like, anyone who harbors evil, doesn't matter if they are evil, anyone that condones it or harbors it, they are also evil.
He also has an ulterior motive for wanting the Horseman dead to steal his powers.
Right.
He wants to be strong enough to do what he wants to do.
He wants to
Because
take
he's
out...
cut off from the angelic host, and he doesn't have that kind of access to that collective power anymore.
Yeah, I mean, he wants to take out Abraham. Like, he wants him dead.
Yeah.
That's his main goal. And then we see the Horsemen just walk into the demon's lair and just drop a bunch of steel and metal and all kinds of stuff into their fire pit that they're making, and they recraft him, his weapon, his axe. He's got it back. How else do you think Abraham and the demons are gonna work together from here on out?
When they started doing that like ritual thing with the blood and stuff, I was like, are they gonna try to summon Moloch? Is that what's happening now? And then he pulls out the axe, and I was like, oh, okay.
That's exactly what I
It's just
thought
the
too.
axe. We're fine
I
for
thought
now.
too at first. I was like,
Yeah, I'm like, how the hell? Where are they going with this? I'm like, oh,
Fine.
it's the weapon. All right, there we go. We still.
I don't think. I mean, I feel like Moloch's got a backup of Plan F. So
We're onto the double-digit alphabet now.
Yeah.
We're at
Alcoholics
AA.
plans.
Plan AA. Alcoholics Anonymous.
This is the plan in case I die.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Abraham has his weapon back. But in the meantime, Orion loses his.
Yeah.
What is Orion going to do without his crazy
Chakram.
Trinity
His
circle?
holy chakra.
Holy shocker. I like that.
No, that's not what I said.
Yeah, that's what you
I
said.
love that better because I was going to go with Holy
Chakra.
Diver right there and go, Holy Chakra!
Yeah, it's a chakra.
Well, it is
Holy
a
shocker.
chakram.
Holy Chakra!
It's
This
like-
might sound the end of it.
I like the Trinity circle better.
Whatever.
Oh, don't you see what I mean?
Yeah. So
No, Dio. Nobody sees what you mean.
Nobody knows.
What-
And
Nobody knows what you're saying.
nobody cares.
I gotta get away. Get away.
All right.
Holy Chakra. Oh, yeah.
He's probably got a whole bunch backed up somewhere. No, I'm just kidding.
I wonder, and I wonder because he probably got that weapon from. Well, did that weapon come
Moloch?
with him to Purgatory?
We don't
I
know.
think so.
Yeah.
Because that had to have been a weapon
He
from
was
heaven.
on him, like constantly. I don't know if it was.
I mean, we even see the token that he gives,
Yes.
Abby is crafted almost identically. It's just like a smaller mini version of it to summon him,
Yep. On her
You know he gave her them digits. You know.
I see where you're going with that.
She gonna call her angel boyfriend.
I see where you're going with that.
Anytime you think of me or need.
Yeah, I know. When she was holding it at the end, I'm like, don't think about him. Don't think about him. Don't think about him.
She's like, I got my guardian angel.
I would love that she just goes into she's at a concert or whatever and she holds it up and starts thinking of him and just has him fly in
Yeah.
with Dio playing,
But that's important because she didn't tell Crane about it. Crane doesn't know that she could just drop him a line whenever she wants.
True.
She kept that a secret from him.
Mm-hmm.
She did, and that's
Gonna be a problem.
that further causes a problem, yeah, because if what I said, if Crane is reacting his emotion toward Abraham based on Abby's opinion, that's really going to cause some conflict down the road when he finds out she's withholding information.
Yeah.
So yeah, but
the same way with Crane, and when Abby finds out he's not telling her how he really feels about Abraham.
Right. But what do you think Orion's next move is now? He doesn't have his weapon,
He's gonna try to find a +1 holy sword.
a +1 holy sword.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think he's got to regroup and he's going to find a way to, probably use the axe to make another weapon.
Or something.
I mean, the weapon that Orion had is it sucks power, right? It takes the power for his own.
Oh, is that what it does?
Yeah, that's why he had left it in the horseman's back, because he was taking his power.
Oh, I thought it was just like a holy weapon
Right.
Me too.
that worked
Yeah,
against
just
evil.
worked like a chakram though too.
Yeah, no, it said at one point, it was when the weapon was in his back, in the horseman's back, it said that he was taking his power.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know what other kind of artifacts he has up his sleeves. Access, we don't know how cut off from heaven he is currently.
We also don't know how many unclaimed artifacts from heaven are on Earth, because
And we don't know how many angels
not
were in purgatory either.
yeah, he's not the only angel to have fallen from, or not the only angel to have come to Earth from heaven. So
Exactly. Only
Lucifer.
one we've met.
yeah.
We'll see.
Well, Lucifer fell. That's different than an angel coming to Earth.
What if he's
Like,
not really Orion?
Angels have come to Earth. What?
What if he's not really Orion? What if he's lying about that? What if he is Lucifer?
No.
Then why would he be in purgatory?
Yeah.
And why would he not be ruling purgatory? I assume purgatory.
He only said that he's in purgatory. We don't have any concrete evidence he was actually there. We're just going by what he said.
That's true.
But I don't think.
Guess I've always assumed purgatory and hell are two different things. Maybe they're not. But then why would Moloch be ruling purgatory? Wouldn't Lucifer be ruling purgatory?
Maybe. Oh, or maybe Lucifer had Moloch control, as his minion underneath, like kind of like Henry is to Moloch.
Or maybe
Possibly.
Moloch stole Purgatory from Lucifer.
He could have.
I mean, we don't really know to the degree of what purgatory is either. Purgatory is supposed to be this eternal place of judgment, and you sit there and reflect upon what you've done until you're swayed to come to either side. That's usually what purgatory is.
Or they decide for you.
Right.
But there seem to be demons in Purgatory.
Yeah, this seems to be like some holding place of they control who comes in and out.
Like a jail.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, it's odd because Moloch was trapped in Purgatory. Moloch couldn't leave on his own, but he could take people to Purgatory.
That's why I'm thinking he was being controlled as well.
Yep.
And we just don't know it yet.
Yeah.
Surprising.
The other big news was, of course, the final few minutes of the episode, where we see Zombie Irving walk into a convenience store.
I was like, what?
He was shambling in, and then I was like, who could this be? Because his feet were all covered in mud, and I really couldn't see. And then he lifted his hand, and I was like, that's Irving's hand. Son of a bitch.
Yep.
Chugging milk. I was like, what?
I think he's gonna be Famine. The way he came into the deli with the food and the milk.
Ah.
I think he's gonna be Famine.
I could see that.
Yep. And we had called that the other horsemen were going to be somebody from Abby's,
Yeah.
past.
And if the episode John Doe from season 1 with Roanoke was to be believed, there is already a pestilence.
Correct.
In
But
existence.
we don't know.
We don't know the identity of pestilence.
Right. We don't know the identity, and we don't know how the horsemen exactly work, because they may possibly be able to transcend time or something like that. We don't really know there.
Yeah, but it seems to be like the avatars of the 4 horsemen exist, but in order for them to take action, there needs to be a soul attached to them, like Henry or Abraham or Irving.
Yeah, I think it's a safe bet to say that Irving is in fact Famine. Yeah.
Yep.
Bar none.
Yep. It's unanimous across the board.
We
Check
all
it
believe
off.
it.
Yep.
It is law.
It is law.
Hot.
That's one of like my favorite gifs on Tumblr. Is just Obama going, "It is law."
Do you guys have anything else you would like to add to this episode?
I am so excited for the season.
This season is good.
Well, we got the whole Jenny Love thing going
Oh
on.
God, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. By
Slut.
by
No.
the end of the mid-season, I was kind of wavering on this show. I was like, it's kind of starting to run its course for me. It's getting a little stale. And then the mid-season, they totally like just kill off Moloch, and it's like, what? It's like, you just killed off your big bad? Like, you can't do that. That's not what a typical show would do.
That's why.
And that's
four.
then coming back, I was like, let's see how they handle it. Let's see if the opening scene is just like Moloch reborn in purgatory, and then I'm gonna really lose faith in this show. And there's no Moloch. All we saw this episode of Moloch was his dead head on the ground.
Yeah, I loved that. It was like just half of a head, like his horn was coming up out of the ground.
Yeah, I mean, it was great. And then we get angels, and we get weird angels, not even like goody two-shoe angels, and it's just like, okay, I'm excited. You've reinstated my faith, Sleepy Hollow.
Well, that's what shows do sometimes. They realize,
I'm back.
Bam,
All right,
bam.
I'm back. Let's
Here
do
you
this.
go.
Let's reinvent ourselves. Take a
I'm hoping that
breather.
Orion will cause like another angel to come to Earth,
Yeah.
like a good angel,
Yep.
or maybe even
G1.
another dissenting angel, however you want to call it.
Be one here, and we just don't know yet.
True.
Could be. Next week we don't have an episode,
Boo.
Ugh.
but the week after, it comes back for episode 13 called Pittura Infamente.
Fomente.
Excuse me, I'm a little rusty on my Latin.
Oh, you know what? I looked that up last time. I forgot to do it again this time.
Oh, it actually has like the phonetic sounding.
I think she means the translation.
Latin. It is Latin.
She had the translation, I think.
Oh yeah, no, it's Italian. I'm sorry.
Oh, is it?
For defaming
well, then I should definitely know it. Jeez.
For defaming portrait.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It was a common Renaissance style of painting.
Interesting. Which makes sense because the synopsis, after the mysterious death of an art restorator at Sleepy Hollow's historical soiree,
Makes sense.
Ichabod and Katrina are reminded of a dear friend from their past, Abigail Adams, who is guest starring as Michelle Trachtenberg, better known as What's-Her-Face from Eurotrip and Harriet the Spy.
God, why Michelle Trachtenberg? She's so lame.
Because she has no career.
Sorry.
Wow.
Anybody else?
Have you ever seen Eurotrip?
Yeah, and have
She
you
was
ever
great in that
The
movie.
Spy?
Yeah, I did, Michelle. We watched it at your house on VHS.
In Orange, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever seen her afterward?
After
She's
Eurotrip?
been great. She's been great.
She's been great as being arrested by the cops.
Yeah,
Right.
great. She's not Lindsay Lohan.
Now she's close.
No. See, I'm
Or
one of the
Amanda
last.
Bynes.
I'm one of the last people on this planet that has been
that's
not
like-
struck by a car by Lindsay Lohan.
Sorry. I got confused with Amanda Bynes.
Yes,
You
you
meant
did.
Amanda Bynes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, you don't even know what you're talking about because Michelle Trachtenberg has her head on her shoulders. She's been really good in a lot of her work prior to her child acting days. But anyway, meanwhile,
Prior or
Abby is
post?
shocked by someone's visit to the police precinct. So
I bet it's Irving.
it's got to be Irving.
Yep. Who else?
If
Yeah,
not, then it's Michelle Trachtenberg.
Well, I was just reading some more about Patura and Fomente, and it was usually men of like an upper class who would have the most to lose from a character assassination. So like, sort of putting high class men on, like, insulting them or embarrassing them. And it was also used in religious contexts, like for Judas and the bad people in the Bible.
Bad people.
Not that any of that it may be relevant. It may not be
You
just
never know.
interesting thing.
Well, also with the art, the death at the art gallery. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Renaissance.
Funny enough, she played a character named Jenny in Eurotrip. That's what her character's name was. But speaking of which, real quick, I forgot to mention Jenny and Holly this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's jealous.
There's something we don't know about their past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What exactly do you guys think it is?
Well, they probably were getting really serious, and he kind of jumped ship. No
Probably.
pun intended.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised to find out that they were engaged at one point.
You know,
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Tom, I was just thinking that, and then he just decided to be like, yeah, no.
Yep.
Oh, that fucking sucks.
Well,
Mhm.
didn't she used to like search for artifacts and everything? So
Yeah.
that's perfect. They probably
Yeah.
were.
I agree. Wholeheartedly.
Well,
and
we know that they had met beforehand because that's how Abby found him, was through Jenny. We also knew that they had some sort of romantic past because she tricked him into giving her something by kissing him
Wedding
in
ring.
a previous episode. But other than that, this was just like, oh, it's even more than what.
I think
thought.
it was an engagement. That's what I think it was.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Definitely.
I agree.
And then he jumped ship or something, and that was that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pat said he just cold feet or whatnot, what have you.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean,
Yep. Well, I think that's about it. You guys have anything else before we wrap this up?
I can't wait.
It's gonna be good. 2
Let's
weeks.
eat.
Gotta wait. I don't
Done.
care if you can.
No,
You gotta
don't
wait.
make me wait. I won't wait. I won't do it.
2 weeks.
Yep. Clio, where can the people find you waiting in purgatory?
They can find me waiting in purgatory at
Oh,
Cliomoto. Also
there's a Clio.
doing other things.
Also
in
doing other
purgatory.
things. In purgatory. Like what?
In purgatory alone.
Like forgetting to tweet.
Oh.
Well, you're in purgatory, so
Then they wouldn't see you if they followed you at Cliomoto.
Cell reception. Cell reception kind of sucks in purgatory.
yeah,
I
I
can
get it.
understand that.
Yep.
Pat Michelle, where can the people find you?
At Michelle or Time and Space.
Yep.
Whatever one they find
usual.
first.
Whatever one works best.
We like flying through.
Yes. You can find me down below at Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM.
Dude,
Phenomenon.
Dude.
never gets old.
Never!
I'm glad that nobody decided to make their New Year's resolution not singing Phenomenon.
Listen, Dom, if I stopped, it would not be the same show.
This is true.
Dom, and I said 2 weeks, and you should have known exactly what I was referring to. You did not.
I did, Michelle. I caught it.
Ow.
Nobody else knows what that means. Inside joke.
It's always 2 weeks.
You could also find us on Twitter, Facebook, Gmail, G+, space, and right here on YouTube at /ASOTV podcast for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows.
Yeah.
It's been a couple months. I still need to get that cough checked out. I don't understand. It's one of those chronic coughs. It just happens to come up
Whenever
only.
you try to say MySpace.
Yeah, only when I try to say the words space.
He has
I don't
diphtheria.
I don't understand, but yeah.
Oh, he has hysteria?
Diphtheria.
Dysentery?
Diphtheria.
You're suffering
It's
from
because I tried to
hysteria.
ford the river, wasn't it?
Yes, and it's an old, I don't know, thing. Disease or something.
Dysentery?
Diphtheria, I think. It's called
Do you
diphtheria.
mean dysentery? Are we talking about Oregon Trail?
No, actual diphtheria. I know this thing through Oregon, but diphtheria, I forget what it was.
I killed 37 pounds of meat, but could only carry back 2.
Bum bum bum.